Hi, welcome. Hey, I've been looking for you. Come on in and let's visit. It's Christmas Eve. Man, great time of the year. I wanted to share something with you today, kind of from my heart, if you will. I've been thinking about the fact that how much your presence means to me. It makes me feel awesome. The fact that you share your time with me. But you know what else it does? It also elevates my responsibility immensely. See, it's up to me to make sure this venue provides you significant insight and direction. And I hope that what we do here is something you feel comfortable in sharing with others. I may not know you personally. I may not know your history. I may not know where you live and what you do for a living. But what I do know is this, that although we may have never met, you are a unique friend with a special place in my heart. I want to share something from one of my books. It's called I Am Your Friend. And I'll tell you about who wrote it after we get finished with the piece, okay? Bear with me just a second. I want to bring it up. I am your friend, and my love for you goes deep. There is nothing I can give you which you don't have, but there's much, very much, that while I cannot give it, you can take it for your very own. Life is a generous giver, but we tend to judge gifts by their covering, and we cast them away without really knowing what's beneath that great covering. If we remove the covering, and we will find beneath something of splendor, woven of love by wisdom with power. Welcome it, grasp it, and you touch the angel's hand that brings it to you. Everything we call a trial, a sorrow, or a duty, believe me, the angel's hand is there. The gift is there. Life is so full of meaning and purpose, so full of beauty. Beneath his covering, there you will unearth that which cloaks your heaven. Have courage then to claim it. That is all. The courage you have and the knowledge that you are pilgrims together, winding through an unknown country, headed home. And so, at this time of the year, I greet you, not quite as the world sends its greeting, but with profound esteem and with prayer that for you now and forever, the day breaks and the sunlight drives the shadows from your life. That was written in 1513 by Fran Giovanni. 1513. So much meaning. One of the things I've had the pleasure of doing, and I say it was a pleasure, in my past was I spoke at prisons. And one of the prisons I had the opportunity to speak at on numerous occasions was a maximum security prison. In fact, almost all the inmates there were in for life terms. One of them I met was an older Black gentleman named Alexander. Alexander had been incarcerated since 1956. He came south with 3 other buddies back in the early 50s, and they stopped at a country store. 2 of the guys went in, and they ended up killing the store owner. But Alexander, being a party, had been in the car, was incarcerated. And when I had an opportunity to go to the prison after a prison break, the warden asked me to come speak. And I went to the prison, and as I walked in the door, you know, it's always an interesting sound because you go through two doors and you hear that click. There was Alexander to meet me. Mr. Lou, what you going to speak to these boys about? And I said, Alexander, the warden has asked me to speak on attitude, but get the attitude right. And he said to me, Lou, you need to be speaking on hope. I said, hope? He says, yeah, you see, hope is an acronym. The H stands for helping. The O stands for others. The P stands for preparing. And he says out beside preparing in parentheses is the word the. And the E stands for eternity. You see, that's the only hope that we have in this prison. Hope. And I have long since thought many times about Alexander. He was a beacon for hope. And I'd like to share with you, if I may, a piece that's found in the same book that the other piece I read to you. Hope lives here. All of us at times look at where we are and we wonder where we're going. We look at where we've been and we wonder if the effort has been worthwhile. We think about tomorrow and the day after that, and we wonder what will come. We find ourselves in the midst of a difficult and trying situation, and we wonder if we can move beyond it. We often wonder if we can be equal to the great deal of unknown that lies before us. To answer with an unqualified yes, the challenges that we face every day will be because of hope. Hope is always available to those who seek it, for it's through hope that we live in confident expectations of what is to come. It is through hope that we look at a mountain and we see the light at the end of an unbuilt tunnel. It is through hope we realize that the negative things that are happening to us are not permanent. Regardless of how hopeless any situation may appear to be, there's always hope. Hope does give the real you and the real me a chance to have a sustaining relationship with life. So hope on. Hope with courage. Hope with confidence. Hope with certainty. Hope is a little voice that is telling us that if we've come this far, we cannot back out now. God assures us that there is always hope. Hope lives here. Those two pieces are from a book called Good Stuff for the Journey. That's book number 12 in the Vickery Library. And I just need to share this one last thought about love. This time of the year, hope with love, because it's about love. This season of the year is about love. When we love, we receive the value of one of life's greatest gifts. But the love we share with others will be there when we need it. I hope when you receive this, it will be after Christmas. I hope you've had a great Christmas. I hope you carry that real value of what Christmas is all about. All of us should carry it in our hearts, carry it with us in our future. I'm Lou Vickery, and until we meet again, you take a look at some of the books that we've had an opportunity to talk about it. If you have an interest, I tell you, there's some great gift books there at the Vickery Library. A wise word .life/library. Do it. God bless you, my friend.